Okay, GH fam, buckle up. If you thought the drama in Port Charles couldn't get any hotter, this Friday's episode is here to prove you wrong. We've got a preview clip that's so juicy, it deserves its own warning label. We're talking secret revenge plots, flirtations that could shatter empires, and a mayor on the verge of a full-blown panic attack. This isn't just another episode. This is the calm before the storm, and honey, the winds are picking up. Let's dive into the three must-see moments that will have us all screaming at our TVs. 1. Carly and Valentin. The prison alliance heats up. First up, our girl, Carly Spencer, is back in action. And by action, we mean she's slipping into another one of Damian Spinelli's brilliantly concocted disguises to visit the most unexpectedly charming inmate in Steinmauer, Valentin Kassadin. There's a certain thrill in watching these two together. They're like two chess masters playing a game where the board is all of Port Charles, and the stakes are their very futures. The tension is palpable in the preview. Carly leans in, that familiar fire in her eyes, and tells Valentin, if everything goes according to plan, you'll never see the inside of this place again. Chills. Absolute chills. You can feel the weight of that promise. This isn't just about getting even. This is about liberation. It's about Carly's relentless drive to protect her family and burn down anyone who stands in her way. You can't help but root for her, even as you white-knuckle the remote, terrified of what happens if this audacious plan goes sideways. The question isn't if they'll try to pull this off, but what devastating price they might have to pay for freedom. 2. Laura's election night agony. Meanwhile, at the heart of the city, our beloved Mayor Laura Collins is feeling the heat. The election night is here, and the pressure is crushing her usually unshakable composure. In a raw, vulnerable moment, she confides in Lulu, confessing, tonight could make or break Port Charles. You can hear the tremor in her voice, the weight of every single vote resting squarely on her shoulders. This is the Laura we love and want to protect at all costs. She's not just a politician, she's the soul of this town. Seeing her so on edge, so genuinely worried that she might fail the people she loves, tugs at your heartstrings. You can feel her anxiety through the screen. We've seen her battle Kassadines, curses, and every villain under the sun. But the democratic process might be the thing that finally brings her to her knees. You just want to give her a hug and a strong cup of tea. But we all know Laura's strength runs deeper than any crisis. Will Port Charles show up for its queen? And then, we have the moment that promises to be pure, unadulterated theatrical gold. Ava Jerome is turning on the charm, and her target is the dangerously powerful Jens Sidwell. Let's be real. Watching Maura West work is a masterclass in acting. With a flick of her blonde hair and a look that could melt steel, Ava isn't just flirting. She's weaving a web, and Sidwell is the fly. Her line in the preview is delivered with a delicious mix of seduction and menace. There will be no place to hide. Is it a promise? A threat? A little of both? Sidwell, played with sinister charm by Carlo Rota, seems intrigued. He's a man who is used to being the most dangerous person in the room, but he's never met an Ava Jerome. She's a force of nature, and when she's pushed, she's every bit as deadly as any corporate titan or mob kingpin. This is a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, and honestly, we're not sure who is who. Can Ava outmaneuver him, or is she dancing too close to a flame that will consume her whole? But wait, there's more! The supporting drama is just as intense. As if that trio of storylines wasn't enough to send our hearts into overdrive, the rest of Port Charles is buzzing with its own brand of chaos. Jocelyn's impossible mission. Jack Brennan is tightening the screws on Jocelyn, and it's painful to watch. Our girl agreed to work with the WSB, but now she's being forced to deceive her own family, specifically by pressing Lucas Jones for information about Marco Rios. You can see the conflict tearing her apart. When Brennan barks, that is exactly the type of break that we need. You feel Joss's internal struggle. She's trapped between duty and family, and there are no easy exits. Britt draws a hard line. In a welcome blast from the past, Britt Westbourne is back, and she is not here for Emma Scopio Drake's plans. The preview shows her laying down the law with that signature Brit sass. You and I will not be working together. You tell her, Brit. But this throws a major wrench into whatever Emma has cooking with Professor Hank Dalton. What secret is Emma chasing, and why is Brit so determined to stay out of it? And finally, Jason is locked and loaded. The moment that signals the beginning of the endgame. At Sony's house, the two brothers in arms are strategizing. Jason Morgan, with that calm, deadly intensity we've missed, looks Sony in the eye and declares, "Maybe we take the shot before it's too late." The heir leaves the room. Is Sidwell in their crosshairs? Is it Brennan? Whoever it is, when Jason says it's time to strike, you know the landscape of Port Charles is about to change forever. The verdict is, don't you dare miss this episode. From the calculated risk in a prison visiting room to the raw political fear in the mayor's office and the seductive danger of a high-stakes flirtation, Friday's episode is a masterpiece of building tension. It's an emotional roller coaster that reminds us why we fell in love with this soap in the first place. So, tell us, what is your heart racing the most? Are you living for Carly and Valentin's dangerous pact? Are you sick with worry for Laura? Or are you on the edge of your seat waiting to see if Ava can truly out-scheme a master schemer? Share your thoughts, your theories, and your panic in the comments below. Then, make sure you're planted firmly on your couch this Friday for what promises to be an unforgettable chapter in Port Charles history. You won't want to miss a single explosive moment.